Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome to the TaleSpire Shadows of Sorcery sessions. Today is session 15, and I would like to welcome the rest of our foolish adventurers to the table tonight. Tonight we have 5 players. We have a Lydia.
Hello.
We have a Rakan.
Hello, hello.
We have an Edit Ed.
Hello.
We have a Lying in Bed mod.
Hello.
And last but not least, we have our newest player, my very own partner, as a matter of fact, Azarian.
Yeah.
So yes, welcome everybody, welcome to my players, welcome to the 15th session of Shadows of Sorcery, Doors to Nowhere. When we last left off, our party of brave, misfit adventurers had taken on the powerful, relatively powerful, guise of Eliza Delamain, sister to Lydia Delamain, the banshee that our dear cleric Isaac has been carrying around on his palm.
Mildred.
Yes.
Not Lydia.
Sorry,
Hello.
brain is catching up. Don't worry. I've only had 1 cup of tea today. But yes, where we left off, our party had taken a rest in Eliza Delamain's hut up in the mountains, and Eliza spent the evening spinning tales of her childhood to you, and you lot recounted various tales of your own. You woke up the next morning feeling refreshed and able-bodied, aside from the rather dangerous fight that had left you all a little bit worse for wear last night. And you rise around 8 in the morning when the sun is just cresting over the top of the peaks of the Cragstead Mountains and casting its warm glow down upon the hut. It is morning. What are you all doing?
Horace would be doing his standard shit. And is this the first night Horace is spending with everybody else?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
No, it isn't. It is the second.
Right.
Yes, there was a brief interlude back in town.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm guessing this is the first time we've all basically woke up next to each other. Did we share a room? I don't remember. I don't fucking remember. But anyways,
We basically
he's
slept on the floor around a fire pit.
Yes. He's doing his standard waking up shit, but he there's extra care. Whenever he wakes up, the first thing that he does in the morning is immediately start taking care of his sword. Start cleaning it up and sharpening it up a bit, and almost when he's doing it, he's almost hyper focusing, I guess you could say. He's doesn't fucking hear anything. But then after that, just well then, what's the plan now? I mean, well, the space is nice and all. I don't think we should be staying here forever.
Eliza wakes up from a groggy sleep next to all of you. She's actually slept in her own bed, unlike the rest of you who have slept kind of on the floor, on the rugs and furs that are strewn about the cabin. And she says, well, good morning to all of you. I don't suppose I can offer you all any breakfast. And from From what you've gathered over the past night, Eliza Delamain, who has been known to you as the Witch in the Mountains for the past few sessions, is not in fact a witch at all. She is a druid who has taken to living a solitary hermetic life up in the Cragstead Mountains for a few years now, and has been perfecting some interesting magics as she related to you in the evening prior. This will be of interesting note to you, Darren. She has perfected the art of a permanent transformation into an end. Permanent, as long as the caster wills it, anyway.
Is it exclusive to Ents?
It is exclusive to druidic magic. So it's not necessarily Ents, but it is beings of a natural persuasion. So trees, tree Ents, forest sprites, dryads, that sort of thing.
Could it be turned to anything else?
You don't know. You
Other
don't
animals,
know
maybe?
enough about this magic, really, to know whether it could be applied to other things.
Oh yes, I'm asking. That's the thing.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh boy. I'm I'm asking her if she could possibly do this. Let's see. Play. 19 nats. Let's see.
Woo!
19 total as well.
Plus 1, so 20.
Oh, no,
Hmm?
my intelligence bonus is plus 0.
Oh, so 19 straight. Okay.
Yeah.
As you sit and ponder, as you sat last night and pondered and spoke with Eliza at length about this topic, you're not sure if it could be applied to anything non-natural. However, the process is similar to a variety of alchemical transformations that you are aware of in sort of dwarven culture when it comes to transforming different metals into other things. It is possible that it could be applied in a similar way, but it would require a lot more power, basically, depending on the transformation that you want.
Right. That away in my notes. One at a time,
Yeah.
everyone. One at a time.
What about everybody else?
Well, Ingvar's just sitting staring at the fire as if he's entranced by it.
I'm going to headcanon that
wooden
Isaac
foot.
is
Maybe I'll get
tinkering,
you
trying to fix his jaw. just
Yes, you did.
just muttering
you
every
did-
now and then. That ant has a mean right hook.
Yes, it was a bit of a painful situation. Roll me a medicine check.
Could I help?
He's not
You
being
said you
subtle
were-
about the jaw, if that helps.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
You can help.
Yeah, just like moving over, just like
So a
this part
medicine
looks
check
bad.
with advantage. Ed.
Yeah, yeah.
Floor advantage, excuse me. Okay, well, good thing we have advantage. That's a 4. And that's a 19 plus a 2.
The rest from the previous night has left your jaw a little swollen, a little bit uncomfortable, but through a little bit of applied poultice and a few bandages, you managed to set it back into place. It dislocated slightly when the ent hit you, but it seems to be pretty well on the mend. It might take a few hours for the swelling to go down, but other than that, you should be fine.
Continues nursing and muttering.
Okay. Eliza offers you all breakfast for the morning. Do you accept, or are you planning on moving on?
I mean, is anybody gonna say no to free food?
Breakfast will be absolutely marvelous.
I frankly have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
Thumbs up.
We'll have breakfast.
I think he said room through here.
Hold on.
Don't worry, buddy.
Something about a caravan?
I'm sure it'll fade away. You know.
It'll wear off. Yeah. It'll walk off the drawing tree.
Just walk off the dislocation.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
You just concentrate on keeping your toes away from the fire.
I do have a wooden foot.
Yeah.
Just try not to, speak too much. Oh shit, that comes off. Fuck. You know what, fucking. You get what I mean. Ow. Oh, that came out smoothly.
What's for breakfast, then?
Breakfast would be lovely.
Eliza nods, rummages around in a couple of trunks, and pulls out a couple of freshly skinned squirrels. Freshly skinned and gutted, and puts them, starts roasting them over the fire. She pulls out a couple of rather hard-looking potatoes and a couple of other vegetables that don't look like they've seen the light of the sun all that much, being the cold and mountainous climate that it is. And she pulls out a cauldron and starts preparing a stew of some sort, and it takes about half an hour before it's all ready and ready to sort of consume. But it's hearty. It's not particularly tasteful. It's rather chunky, but it's edible.
I would like to use prestidigitation to make the food more delicious. That is something that prestidigitation can do.
Sure. Are you doing this obviously, or are you doing this stealthily?
I would like to attempt to do it I'd like to do it stealthily if possible.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Trying to ratatouille this shit.
Okay. Ah shit. Wait. It rolled two at the same time. Which one do we take?
The first one.
First one, yeah.
Why is it rolling two?
I forgot to set to basically I pick when it's advantage, so I'll set that right now. Yeah, roll queries. So advantage toggle. Y'all probably want to set that as well in the settings on Roll20. But yeah, I guess that's an 11. Unfortunate.
Yes, the streaming setup has gotten slightly more convoluted since the last session.
As Eliza is ladling out this hearty-looking stew, you wave your fingers slightly, or you wave the tips of your feathers slightly, Rakan, and
Yes.
a gentle wisp of mist spirals across the top of the stew. You see Eliza's eyes twitch, and she glances at you. and then proceeds to continue ladling stuff into the bowls.
I'm sorry, I don't want to come off as rude. It's just, learned this trick from my old friends back in the day. So, sorry if I came off as rude or anything. Shit.
Eliza doesn't just sort of. She just shakes her head and smiles a little. She doesn't seem to be offended. She just seems to find you a little funny.
I see.
Before
Just like
you finish up your meal that morning and step out into the chilly, mountainous atmosphere of the Cragstead mountain range. It's mid-morning at this point, quite cold. What are you all doing?
I'm just gonna look at the party and just. Do you all have a place to go? Or are we right now just aimless?
And rummages in the bag and just double checks that the missive is still there.
It is. The scroll case is still in your backpack.
Well, if we want to pay off our debt to the... Why am I turning into Liam Neeson? Hang on a second.
He was never a Bond player.
Okay, that's the right one. I've put it on the right setting now. If we want to make sure that we pay off our debt to the captain of the guard, we're probably going to need to drop by the capital.
All right. You guys are already in debt?
She paid us for some guide services paid us with some guide services to get us up here. In exchange, we take a message down onto the capital.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Feels like my teeth are new.
I know that feeling.
Well, it's always nice to have new teeth.
I suppose.
By the way, do you all have a name for the mule? If not, I think Horace would be a nice name for the mule.
You've already named the sword Horace. We don't need another Horace in the party.
Speaking of the mule, do any of you know where it went?
It was over by a bunch of trees and the well.
It hasn't fallen
was
down the well, has it?
The night before.
Oh shit.
And none of you went to find it after the fight.
Hey, in our defense, things ended rather abruptly after the fight.
Yeah, in our defense,
Is
you
there?
did a large dialogue-heavy cutscene, then said, "And we end the session here."
Okay. Did any of you want to go and look for it after the fight?
I went and looked for the mule and secured it appropriately to a nearby post.
Okay. Then you have
Animal handling.
Yeah.
The mule
We have the
is secured to the outside of the hut.
Horace will take this chance to step outside. Well, how? There we go.
Just sort of wiggle your way out, it happens eventually.
It's because I haven't used an actual door on the hut. Because it's at an angle.
Yeah, it's just a tiny bit of an angle. Just like, I mean, can any of you come up with better names than Horace?
Eliza, is there a bathroom in this hut? I need to freshen up a little.
Eliza kind of...
I've slept in this armor. It's not cozy.
She steps... Well, wait, when you say bathroom, do you mean like shower or...
Washing and ablutions station.
Water closet.
Eliza kind of turns to you and goes, well, if you want to take a shit, there's some
Nice and
trees
to the
over
point.
there. If you want to take
Okay.
a shower,
Right.
There's a little partition around the corner of the hut, but the water ain't warm.
That should be fine. I don't think I'll be needing much of the way of water.
I could warm it up.
Don't you dare. Where am I looking?
Freeze, basically.
No,
if you mean the
the
shower,
partition
it's
part.
where Ed's hovering over at the moment.
Oh, okay, right.
Where amazingly a staggering amount of dice managed to land last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, fucking dunked them in there. 3-pointer.
So yeah, it's cold water. It's mountainy, icy snow water. Basically, it is freezing.
I mainly just need to, like, take my armor off for a moment and stretch and make sure everything's where it should be.
Fair enough.
Strap back up.
Still have my lung.
Good lord.
Yes, we can hear that wind in game.
Yeah. No, it's very, very billowy today. Yeah. The four of you gather up your supplies and get yourselves together. The mule is packed up and ready to depart. You take your time to ablution, as it were, Darren, and by the time you've done that, everyone seems to be ready to go.
Oh, thank you for your time,
You appear to be
Eliza.
ready to go.
You're
It's
welcome.
been most kind of you.
I'm glad that you reunited me and my sister. It's been a very long time since we've seen eye to eye. I bid you farewell, adventurers, and, well, if you're ever in the Cragstead Mountains again, do pop by. I'll let Horatio know to let you up the mountain a little quicker next time.
That would be our wooden friend on the stairway.
Yes, that would be right.
Fair enough. You didn't mention about end transformations overnight. Are they?
Human? No. They were an end by origin.
Oh, all right.
But, well, I'm sure if it can be done one way, the other is not an impossibility.
Fair enough.
Not that I think Horatio has any interest in that sort of thing.
Of course. Although, do you think they might have an interest in returning to me a flail that we had to leave behind on the way up?
I'm sure they will be happy to return it.
Marvelous. Well, and sort of nods to a spot to the just to the one side or the other of her. Mildred, Eliza.
You feel, as you depart, you feel a gentle caress on your cheek.
Oh my.
Okay.
How sweet. How romantic.
Please, I'm taken. Taken, not stirred.
Taken, not. Okay. The four of you and the mule head on down the mountain.
Please, the mule has a
following-
name.
Does it?
It's Horus now.
The mule Horace and the four of you. The mule Horace and his sword Horace head down the mountain.
Horace cubed.
I am so
It's
sorry,
happier.
but I had to.
As you pass Horatio, the ent creature that stopped you the other day, you see your Cerberus flail and the Elder's cloak that it was wrapped in, leaning up against a tree nearby, untouched, save for perhaps a few twigs and a couple of leaves on them.
Respectfully picks them
Horatio
up and throws them.
turns to you and It's not so much a bow, but the Ent inclines its head slightly towards you.
Nod of respect.
Mm-hmm.
I give him the respectful man nod back.
And then the Ent seems to disappear and meld into the right.
The trees that are definitely here.
There
nice
are
to meet
a
you,
lot more
Laura.
trees on this pathway than it looks. Trust me.
Hand just makes his way up to Jaw. I am so glad we didn't have to fight that one too.
I think that one has a meter backhand, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice meeting another horror.
I'll be happy to find something that is to fight something that is actually stabbable.
You did a pretty good job with the wood. As we walk into
I'm
the
trying to
distance of the
remember,
camera
I'm
shot.
pretty sure
Also,
that in
Horace,
that
what
fight
was
I
that
did
about horror?
absolutely no hits.
Well, I'm Horace, he's Horatio. Close enough.
Right.
Yes, it was nice meeting a fellow horror. A fellow... No.
You're gonna need to be very careful with your words there.
Please tell me there aren't any W's hiding in that one.
Why would there be a W? What do you mean?
Oh, I'm told by some of the younger members of the chapter it's when you've done very well at something, you take a W.
Well, I suppose I do suppose I have a W to my name then.
Unless-
What have I done?
Oh God!
God.
Why is the captain of the guard still here?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Waiting.
Just waiting there, menacingly. It's been 20 years.
Or they say 4 adventurers on mule went up here 40 years ago, never came back.
But then, a few years later, 4 adventurers and Horace came down.
So we're counting the donkeys, we're counting the mule as an adventurer, okay?
Well,
Now the mule's name is Horace.
All right.
I mean, being fair, the mule was a crucial part of combat.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Its
it ran
own turn
away.
and everything.
it ran away and took a shit.
Indeed.
Truly a master strategist.
Really threw the end off its game.
Okay.
Real shit stirrer.
Fuck's sake, Ed.
I'm gonna be honest. The way you said it, I thought
I'm in a lot
4
of
years-
pain over here, so give me some credit.
I'm just gonna be honest. The way you said it, I really thought you were gonna say like 4 years later, the Horus Nation attacked.
The way this
heresy,
is
that.
going,
You stop with this Horus heresy now.
the heresy.
The Horus.
Oh, yes.
That's a bit too close to the no-no word. I'm gonna be honest.
Now, I have stopped us at this crossroads because I wish to read the signpost.
The signpost. Well, the signpost is. Unfortunately, there is no 3-way signpost that looks rather rickety in this. So, imagine there being 3 signs. One points towards back the way you came, which states which danger do not go, basically. One points down the road that you came up the other day, which says North Cragstead, Ferrenholm, and South Cragstead. And the other points to the winding road that heads off east, sort of southeast, and that points to Melberhaven, which is a town that none of you are particularly familiar with.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because it would have been like I was not present for most of last session, but like would have been noted as we're going along that one of the ways was towards the capital, and I want to say it was this way.
Farrenholm is the capital.
Oh,
So
Farrenholm's capital.
Farrenholm would be back down
Okay.
that way. Back down.
I know the general shapes of them. I just don't remember the names.
Yeah, back down that way is Farrenholm, basically. Farrenholm is to the north, so that's something that.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the northwest.
Although there is a rather large dwarf fortress in the way.
Yes, that is true. I also haven't built the capital yet, so bear with me.
That's
That's going to take a little while, and the capital is on a completely separate board because I did hit the edge of the world while building this one.
Don't worry, all of us are expecting something convenient to happen on the way.
Don't worry, something convenient will happen. You're welcome to continue on, though.
Even sometimes a funny thing happened on the way to the capital.
You would
but
not
yeah.
believe what happened to me on the way to the capital.
Really? Do tell us, regale us with a story.
We're about to find out what happened.
Roll
Flashback mode.
Roll me an intelligence check real quick.
Intelligence check or save? Because those
Check.
have different connotations.
Check.
Okay. Intelligence check. Not 20!
Nat 20.
Okay then.
Okay. Now roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck. Wait.
We were smart
Hold
enough
on
to
a minute.
comprehend the horror.
Oh, God.
Sorry, the horror.
The horror check. Fuck. 14.
14. Okay. As you say these words, as you speak about Farrenholm, the capital city, your mind shudders for a moment, and you feel pain bloom in the front of your skull. You feel a sudden memory overcome you of laughter, of people, of a man with long dark hair, shining armor, and a great sword strapped to his back, of a woman with jade green eyes and double scythes on her hips. You feel longing. You feel sudden, and then it's gone. The pain recedes. You are unsure of what just happened.
Horus is like, as it's happening, just like stops in the middle of his walking, and and is like holding his head in pain, and then just like, as he opens his eyes, he's just like, there's just a slight bit of tears like flowing down his face, and just, what was that? Wait for me. Just like slowly catching up. Right back. Sorry about that. Real bad headache just hit. I remembered. I don't know.
Oh, you too. Don't worry about it. They go away with a few years.
With everyone now.
Wait, are you all amnesiacs?
Some of us wish we were.
Oh. Oh shit. Sorry. Didn't mean to. Bring
Not
up
at all.
a sore
Don't
spot.
worry about it.
Yeah. Just.
As he violently zigzags up the road.
I'm just hovering in intervals. It's much more efficient.
For the rest of the trip, Horus is just a bit more quiet than usual, and that's where that goes.
Mm-hmm.
This is very fun.
As the four of you approach the crossroads near the river. Once again, entering the more sort of aquatic section, if you will, of the Daggerfall Pass area. Roll me perception.
Goes for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Bad sign.
Nice. With a nice -1. That is a 2.
8 total.
A fat 13.
Okay. It's a good thing
all-
that this doesn't have a high DC.
Yeah, we all somehow missed the blue dragon that's swimming down the river.
Okay.
Just Lord Meticro on a
Ed.
Lilo drifts by.
Ed, Isaac, you are the first to see this. There is a flash of brilliant purple energy, followed by a loud sound. Across the water, in what had originally been just a rock face, there is now a brilliant marble columned doorway, with golden doors, heavy oak, embossed, incredibly old. There's another loud crack, and the doors fling open, and from them steps a person. You can't really see what they look like. For a moment, they stand on the edge of the stone, and then a heavy, thunderous roar comes from the doorway. And then another brilliant purple flash. And the figure on the other side of the ravine gets thrown over the ravine and down into the water, where they are suddenly swept away. Zarian, I would like you to roll me a survival check.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a nice way to start you off.
That one.
Where is this advantage
18.
tag, by the way, Rakon?
If you go to the settings and in the top right one thing, it says roll queries, and then you can say advantage toggle.
Okay. As you are flung from the doorstep, you find yourself suddenly caught in the rapids of the rivers in the Daggerfall Pass. You bounce off a few rocks until suddenly you manage to grab on to the supports of a ancient bridge that sits in the water. You find yourself slammed back against one of the supports, but you manage to claw your way and grip onto one of the columns. As you watch, Isaac, you see the doorway that is in the mountain suddenly crack. The marble columns that are supporting it, you see spidery cracks go up. The door itself shatters on its hinges, and all that's left is a dark void where there might have been once an interior. What are the rest of you doing?
We would have all
Would it- if
seen
we
that
just-
at this point.
Yes, you would have all seen.
Yeah, would it be funny for us to just turn right and keep going?
We tried that with you, you wouldn't let us.
So
I
Ingvar's
don't remember
wondering,
it at all. Right.
do you think they need our help?
Yeah, that's cold. I imagine most people do.
I mean, does it really matter? As
It's
a
gonna be
horse,
another long day.
The important question is, can anyone here swim?
I can.
Horace? I say, referring to the mule.
Well, we can tie it to a rope.
I don't think mules can swim.
Like a flotation device, perhaps?
Uh,
Don't throw the mule into the water, you fool.
do none of you have rope?
I mean, some of us have rope, and we're more than happy to tie Darren to it and throw you in.
That's.
I have 50
Uh-oh.
feet of hemp rope, at least. But that costs gold. That's one of the most expensive things I'm carrying.
Oh, whoa, whoa, what?
Ah, yes, rope, famous one-use
Horace,
item.
roll me a survival check.
Oh, shit!
And there goes the bird.
Well,
Oh dear.
Horace steps onto the bridge and immediately falls through one of the slats. Roll me a survival check.
11.
Horace, you find yourself trapped between one of the supports and the edge of the riverbank. You're not currently being carried away, but it's a near thing.
Oh god.
okay, I'm getting the rope out.
Ingvar just lets out this.
You two get the
You know,
wizard, I'll
tired
get the
son.
bird.
Okay,
I didn't notice there was a hole in the bridge.
I'm guessing between us,
There's also
the
no
mule is
floor
the
under
heaviest
the bridge,
person.
so I'm just gonna very quickly do this.
Okay.
There you go. That's where you are, Horace.
Oh fuck, wait. Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the bridge was looking like. Oh.
Ingvar's just going to take a sec. Ingvar's just going to tie the mule up for a second on the part of the bridge, I guess.
I'm gonna be using
Oh, yeah.
the mule as an anchor personally.
I don't
think
think a
Ingvar-
mule is that strong.
I presume the mule is the heaviest party member. No offense, Horace.
I'm not that light.
Not you.
Oh.
I mean, Ingvar here is more tempted to use Darren as the anchor.
I look, dwarves may be notoriously stable, but we're not that stable.
Can't you use the bridge as support?
The bridge you just fell through.
Guys.
I'm gonna chuck one end of the rope over to the wizard.
Okay. This is going to be a skill check, and
Yes,
it's
it
going to be
is.
time limited. You have a
Oh,
limited
goody.
amount of time to rescue Horace and the mysterious figure that is trapped against the bridge.
This is how Horace dies.
Who is doing what?
I rescue wizard.
You rescue Wizard. Isaac?
Hempen rope down to Horace.
Hempen rope down to Horace. Alright,
Do we have two hempen ropes, or is it just the one?
you do. You each have rope in
Okay.
your pants, so you should be fine.
There's no... Yes, don't worry, Darren. No one's stealing your precious rope.
It is legitimately
okay.
one of the most expensive things on me.
Um,
I don't have much money.
Isaac and Darren, roll me dexterity checks to launch this rope.
Good sign. That is a 19 total for me.
Okay.
Flat 15 plus a... Where the hell is it? I don't remember if it changed when I changed into a normal human. Flat 15 plus a 1, so 16.
Okay. You both managed to throw down your ropes with relative ease and get them pretty close to the two figures in the water. Horace and the librarian, roll me dexterity checks.
Could we say acrobatics?
No, you are pinned. You would not be able to acrobatics here.
Okay. Oh,
If anything,
shot.
it'd be an athletics check.
I prefer dexterity if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Oh no! I mean, horse is very light.
That one.
Nat 1?
Lower.
Oh god.
7.
7 for me.
Horace, you managed to just about clutch the tip of the rope with your talons, barely hanging onto it. Librarian, you don't see the rope. It whips past you under the bridge. You feel yourself slipping slowly under the water as the rushing strength of the water, it keeps you pinned against this pillar.
Okay. Do I notice that he's not seeing the rope?
From that
You
angle?
okay. Each of you in this setting have 2 actions left. You can roll perception, but it will take you an action.
Okay, so. Yeah, it's
You have hold of the rope, by the way. You
that
are
is
holding
true.
on.
So. Okay, I'm going to make that perception check. Hope for the best. This is a -1.
Ooh.
18.
Okay, 17 on perception. Good. You watch.
No
as-
18 on perception.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 -1.
Oh, 19 minus 1. Okay, fair enough. Doesn't matter. Same thing. You watch as a second rope trails by you in the water. You see the figure that is in front of you flailing against the stone.
Okay.
What do you do?
So the issue is they don't see it right now. So could I, for example, use prestidigitation to make it glow to help to make the rope glowing, make the rope glow to make so that they can see it?
What is prestidigitation exactly? What is its casting requirements?
1 action.
1 action, and verbal somatic components.
That might be difficult while you're holding water.
Might be difficult when you're gurgling water.
True, right. Shit.
I thought he wasn't in the water yet. I thought he was between it.
No, he fell in the
He's under
water.
the
He's
bridge.
currently pinned under the bridge.
Oh, sorry. It was your description of like between, and I now know you mean between the pillars. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's a slight issue. Okay. Let me see if I have any other spell that helps. Ooh, wait. Okay. Let me just. Shit, I accidentally placed. Shit, verbal component. Yeah, I can't help here. I'm sorry.
You could swim to him.
Yeah, you do have the capacity to move in physical space.
That is true. I am gonna swim over and attempt to grab this person.
Okay. What is your movement total?
My movement total is 30 feet. No.
Okay. Yep. You would be able to do that. In the rapids, your movement is currently quartered, but you could get there.
Okay.
It would take a bit of time, but you could definitely get there. What is everyone else doing?
I'm continuing with the rope, I think.
Okay.
The rope that is the rope that sailed. Did you see it sail past them?
I
Yes.
assume I must have. Yeah, so I'm
Yes.
gonna try and lash it to get closer to them.
All right. Roll me another
at least catch their
dexterity
attention.
check.
Oh boy. Eh.
Into the
Let's go.
water. That's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
take a while to come back.
Oh, 14. So that's a total of 16.
You manage to once again throw the rope out into the water. This time, it actually passes in front of the figure in the water and wraps around the pillar. It is up against their chest at this point.
Perfect.
Librarian, roll me another dexterity check to grab the rope. Unless you'd like to do something else.
I rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19. Okay.
Nice.
As my first action, joining this campaign, I choose to drown.
No, in fairness, that was my decision. But you know. Okay, you
Probably
managed
attached
to
to
grasp onto the rope. It's a relatively thick rope, but you managed to get 2 hands on it pretty well. Okay. I would like Darren and the librarian to make strength checks. Anyone on the bank may assist Darren.
Ingvar?
Ingvar will. Yeah, I was
Yes.
thinking Ingvar.
Thank you.
Okay, so Darren, you get advantage. Librarian,
Okay.
you do not.
Can I get a double advantage from being helped by Horace?
Nat 20.
Horace isn't anywhere near you.
No, you only get 1 advantage. You can only get
Okay.
1.
11.
I think the
My
wizard
highest
might be
is
okay.
100
What's your strength?
plus 0.
Not.
Plus 0? Yeah, that's fine. With Ingvar's help and the librarian heaving hand over hand to get up the bank, the 3 of you managed to, with a little bit of difficulty, get the figure out of the water onto the bank, coughing profusely and very bedraggled, but otherwise, for the most part, unharmed. Ed and Horace, what are you two doing?
Well, as far as I could tell from what you said, I have 2 actions left because you
Two
said
actions,
each has.
Yes.
So,
And Horace is 1.
granted that it's gonna, like, Isaac's not a silly man, he can figure out that it's going to involve pulling up Horace. Could it be argued that he's going to take 1 action of steadying himself, readying himself, planting his feet, etc., to
Yeah.
effectively assist himself in the upcoming strength check?
Yes, that is something that you can do. Horace, what are you doing? You have 1 action left. You are holding onto
Okay.
the rope with 1 hand.
Okay, unfortunately,
on it.
unfortunately, catapulting myself is not an option. Not yet, at least.
No, it is not.
Later levels.
Once I get level 9 spells, I'll be able to catapult myself. Then, if that is the case, honestly, not much I can do here aside from just fucking try to pull myself up as best I can.
Okay.
Could I? No, that's a terrible idea. Never mind.
Horace, Isaac, roll me strength checks. Isaac with advantage.
Oh.
Okay, so we went from a 2 to a 16 with the plus 3.
Okay, so
And-
that's a 19.
And 14 plus 1, 15.
15. Okay. The 2 of you, with a little bit of effort, but actually quite well, because all of those years of hunting monsters and doing manual labor, Isaac, have left you with a pretty good set of muscles. You managed
Flashback to a shirtless
lift-
boar hunting montage.
You managed to lift Horace out of the rapids with relatively ease. The Kenku's pretty small, all things considered. It's like lifting a boar over someone's shoulder, as it were, except lighter. And with
Hollow
more
bones,
shots.
you see.
I will take pride in the fact that I'm lighter than a boar.
I mean, you're less than 3 feet
Soaking wet.
The 4 of you managed, the 5 of you, in fact, now are now safely on the banks of the Daggerfall Pass River. 2 of you, very bedraggled and wet, one very much by accident. In fact, both very much by accident in one way or another.
Time for prestidigitation. I'm gonna prestidigitation myself and the librarian to both clean our clothes and also warm us up.
I realize that's 90% illusory, right?
No, it says if once I pull it up, it says a minor magical trick. You can create one of the following magic effects within range. Create instantaneous, harmless sensory effect.
I don't know that I count subfloor.
You may
heating as a
instantaneously
minor.
clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
Yes,
Yep.
and you can.
So you may dry a part of one of you.
Half a cubic foot each.
Per
Yeah.
action.
Dry
So
the feet.
spamming it could clean it.
Yeah, eventually.
Yes.
So you'd basically be using a hairdryer with a burst setting.
It's better than standing in the cold.
It is better than standing in the cold.
Start
Ah,
putting
yes,
your little-
a coughing hair dryer.
Essentially.
A hairdryer on a really dodgy plug.
As the five of you stand there, you finally get a good look at this strange figure that you saw fall from an apparently magic doorway inside of the cliff. They are relatively tall, clad in dark blue and silver embroidered robes. Sarian, would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah, sure. As you pull this kind of figure out of the water, you notice that while you may have seen them as kind of a normal humanoid, up close they have this weird blue shimmer to their skin, and something feels off about their form in general. But you can't really quite place what it is. They're a 6-foot-tall man with kind of shimmering light blue skin when you look up close, and copper spectacles. And as you kind of pull him up, heaving his lungs out of the water that he's swallowed from falling out of a door, you can see that he has this kind of weird-looking robe set that matches a book on his side. Thank you so much for pulling me out of there. My name is the Librarian.
First name the, second name librarian?
Well, it's more of a title, really, but yeah, that's what you can call me.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, though.
Nice to meet you, Mr. The. I'm sorry.
No, we're gonna be doing that for a while.
We have a mule called Horace. We've established that names in this party are weird.
Yes.
Are you the librarian of anywhere in particular? There doesn't seem to be one around here.
Oh, wait. And he checks the book on his side, that it's still there, and kind of breathes a sigh of relief when he sees it still in his belt. And
It is still there. It's a little
that book
damp,
has been in the sea.
but
He brings this book up and he goes, one moment. He brings a quill out of his backpack and tears a couple pages that seem to magically kind of go perfectly
Quill?
straight. And he gives you just quickly sign this. And he hands you this kind of muddy looking page that's clearly been kind of dampened enough, but it has this sigil on it, which clearly states terms and conditions of NDA.
Ah. Mind if I take a look at that real quick?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, of
I'll
course.
have my lawyer look that over.
You kind
Horace
of read
has
it
already
for a
signed.
second, and it states an organization name called the Wandering Library, and it looks like a library card sign-up form that you could see at any kind of community library. It just states things like member return, but in tiny text at the bottom, it states the library is not responsible for any harm that may come to you from any abjuration, conjuration, transmutation, and/or magical creatures loose in the library.
I narrate that to the rest of the party. Are we all okay with this one, or?
Oh, what was that? I already signed.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so
I'm going to presume that you're not going to screw me over.
I am the librarian. I am at your service for any kind of information you may need to look at. Well, actually, do you
Yeah,
happen
how
to
is the
know
job
some
going? You
info?
seem to have had disagreements with management recently.
Oh, me and the library had a bit of a misunderstanding. I wanted to exit, you see. Not a lot of librarians around, so that wasn't a great idea at the time, and I may have said some things that they didn't take well. But I think once a couple days go by, it will blow over and everything will be okay again. But I am more than happy to be outside for the first time in quite a while. What year is it?
Where is it? I can remember.
Now, I did have a note of this, but it's on one of the many, many different formats of note-taking and sheets we've had over the years.
Okay, so
So-
to keep this brief, for those
It's Year
you...
of the Rat, I want to say.
Actually,
Oh, fantastic! My favorite.
roll me an intelligence check, everyone, to see if you know what year it is.
I mean,
Horace is not from here, so he has no
Horace-
idea.
Horace-
I was
is
going to
no
argue
idea.
Horace has disadvantage.
I'm guessing my dwarven status doesn't really help me here, much like finding my way.
Not
in the
everything's about your race, kid.
Alright, disadvantage
18.
intelligence check.
ground. 2 18s.
9.
Flat 19.
18 plus 1, so 19.
A lot of
Okay, so
19s this session.
all of you except for Horace are aware that the current year is the equivalent of 845 AC. So 845 after Cataclysm.
Dear God, we're not getting over that. What
Or
about a
technically speaking, AC2, because it was the second Cataclysm, but nobody says that.
God damn it, Lion, you beat me to that joke. Fuck.
But yeah, it is currently the year 845.
Oh, well, a new date system. That's interesting.
I'm
When
sorry.
you say new,
Well, I've not heard of AC before.
Actually,
I'm
you
sorry.
have heard of AC before. You have heard of AC
I can
before.
second
It's
that.
just that back before then, it was 1000 AC when you last heard it. So technically, the date has regressed according to your time scale, librarian.
Sorry, I realize this might be a little rude, but how old are you?
Wonderful question. Always seek knowledge. I have no idea.
Fantastic, you'll fit right in.
great question. Next
Perfect.
question.
I would look such information up in my index, but as priorly stated, I am on quite bad terms with said index and its source right now. But I'm sure as soon as I get access to that, I can answer that question for you, as well as any other queries you may have. Can we get out of the fucking cold?
Yes, the bird is currently working on that. Do you have
Yeah.
a name other than the librarian? Where are you from?
I have been assigned the name librarian. And you hear a strange synthetic quiver enter his voice when you ask him this, and he attempts to respond. I am the librarian. I am here to answer any queries you may have.
Guys, I think we might need to find an exorcist.
Oh, they're not gonna be standing out here.
Great. Where to?
The same place we're always trying to get to, Darren.
Okay, onwards. then.
Trying to take over the world.
Are you?
No one
are you
remembers
fine-
that
I'm
old
glad we've
stage show.
established a dynamic here.
I can see that. I am very happy to meet your party of 5 members. Now, who is this? And the librarian points towards the mule.
Oh, this is
This is
Horace.
Horace.
That's Horace.
Horace the Third.
I've never met a druid before. Nice to meet you.
He doesn't talk
Oh.
much. He doesn't speak common.
Yeah, he's very much a man of nature.
He's very nice.
Bit skittish when it comes to combat
Yes.
scenarios.
Also, slight inaccuracy. It's 6 actually.
Oh, 6?
Yes.
You forgot
look up
Horace.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, looked at my sword. There's also Horace.
Oh, who's Horace?
I lift up my sword and point at it. This is Horace.
Oh, a magical enchanted sword. How quaint! Hello, Horace!
Just put my ear up. Just he says hi.
Librarian Horace, roll
fuck.
me intelligence checks.
Is the Horace also the librarian now?
18.
18.
9.
9. Horace, you don't hear anything. Librarian, you hear a very sibilant whisper come from the direction of Horace. One of the Horaces, since they're all in front of you.
The correct plural term is Horai.
God.
A very sibilant whisper that says, "Hello, creature of change." Okay. Where are the 7 of you going next?
There's 8 now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I think we're headed.
You have
to-
Horace,
This rock.
Horace, and Horace.
Holds
Isaac,
up a rock. This
Darren-
is also Horace.
Ingvar and the librarian.
Am I Horace?
You're all Horace.
Hand on Horace's shoulder.
What are the lot of you doing now?
Ingvar just looks done with all of this.
I'm going to use my racial innate compass to point north.
Okay, north is across the rickety bridge that you're all looking at.
Is that was the way? to cap it,
Isaac
wasn't
is
it?
just going to facepalm like, guys, there was another bridge.
I'm quite happy to cross this bridge if I can avoid the holes.
I feel like we have a bad track record with that so far.
I'm not the one that fell down the hole.
Neither am I. I don't intend
Well
to.
then.
I mean, probably just shouldn't take your chances.
But how far is this other bridge? Is it like a day, half a day?
It's just up the way. We passed it.
It's about half a mile,
It's not
so
too
maybe
far.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we can see it from here.
It's
Yeah, you
right
can't
there.
actually see the other bridge from here. It's just around the
Yeah.
corner.
Why am I put in mind of the fucking Disney Hercules? Guys, Olympus would be that way.
Five titans just angrily turn around.
I'm going to take the other bridge. If anyone else would like to also take the other bridge, you can follow me.
Of course. Let's go,
I think
Horace.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Still not a Horace.
Who isn't a Horace?
Simple. We have Horace, Mule Horace, and Sword Horace.
Wonderful. Write it down in my little book.
We'll make sure to keep you updated of any future Horaces that join us.
Oh, Jesus.
I do like
I
to
mean-
keep my entries up to date.
Shouldn't a group of Horaces be called a heresy? I know we've made this joke already, but doesn't that make the
It's
most
been a
sense?
considerable time since it was last made. It's got fresh again.
Okay. As the 4 of you approach the bridge to the path down to North Cragstead and Farrenholm beyond, you once again pass the lone statue of a tall, faceless woman holding a deep marble bowl. It is, again, iced over, seems to be untouched since the last time you passed.
Horace just like spots it, and is just gonna just walk over and oh right, shit! I already spent all my money. Never mind.
How's her
Do you
face
have-
looking?
How's her face looking?
Yeah, because it was
Um,
slashed last time.
The face is... It has deep gouges across it, like some sort of wild animal just slashed at it. You can't really make out any features on it. It's mostly just shredded marble. You do note that underneath the hood that covers most of like the head, there is the identity of a small circlet that seems to across the statue's forehead, carved as well, not an actual metal circlet, but the relief of one, essentially.
Yeah. Is it recognizable in any way, or is it something we've seen before?
Roll me a history check.
Well, a nice, pleasing thud, but it was a 10. With a bonus of 0.
You're relatively sure you've seen a statue like this before. You're not 100% sure where. It may have been in Thistledown. It may have been in one of the other various cities you visited. The circlet is familiar, and the style of the statue is familiar, but you can't quite place it.
There.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Can I make a history roll?
I'm wrapping up.
I will allow you to make a history roll with disadvantage.
Cool.
Because you have missed a lot of history.
Yeah, does a 15 do anything?
15?
Yep.
Okay, this figure, while not innately familiar to you, you have seen a description of this figure in the library in your time there. A veiled woman with a hood, circlet. You don't remember the name of this figure, but you know that at some point in the past, a long time ago, after the first cataclysm, during the Second Age, she was some form of powerful saint, a worshipper of Tenor.
Horace is just gonna look over at Isaac and just like, Isaac, you mind if I just, could I borrow just one bronze for you, from you?
Hang on a minute. Pats himself down. I don't think I've got a bronze, but I've got a silver on me. Flicks that over to him.
You sure? I feel like that might be a bit much. That's fine. Should be fine. I'll pay you back. He just walks over and drops it in the bowl and just. All right. Just, after that experience, I feel like we could use a blessing.
That makes sense.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm setting foot on the bridge, I think.
Okay.
I think.
The
Do I have-
tentativeness in that voice was
Do I have to
Bridge.
roll
palpable.
dexterity?
Seems pretty sturdy.
Is there a trap door?
Not as far as you can see. Would you like to check for traps?
No, I think I'm good. I have to. I
Mhm.
have to presume that any traps on a bridge on a public thoroughfare would have been triggered by now.
Perhaps.
Unless it's a drawbridge.
Or it's a bridge near a very perilous area that not many people pass by. Like this area.
Hmm.
Daggerfall
Well,
Pass
current-
is a pretty well-paced area.
Shh, we're trying to
the-
convince him to check for traps.
Look, if it is a drawbridge, it's tied together twice in the middle, so it's fine.
Worrying Darren is just a great sport in this party.
Look, Darren has many things to be worried about,
Indeed.
like traps.
Indeed.
Running away.
Hey, no, he made up for that.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Can't hold it over him.
Okay.
There's
The
lots
four
of
of
things
you
to hold over me. I'm not that
pass,
tall.
the 5 of you, no, 6 of you.
7.
I'm not counting the mule. 5. The 5 of you make it over the bridge without incident. It's a pretty sturdy bridge, actually. The construction is well made. It's nice.
Can I
It's a good bridge.
appraise the construction?
Good bridge.
Look, having now walked over it, I'm going to appraise the construction of this bridge.
Okay. Roll
This is the
me
architecture
an
episode.
intelligence check is what I was gonna say.
Well, that's 18.
The bridge is of dwarven make.
Ah.
It's pretty solid because it was made by dwarves.
Fine dwarven engineering right there.
Okay.
I mean, it's well built. Unlike other bridge,
Yeah, that was
we
probably.
don't talk about the other bridge.
Too late.
Should we be concerned that the ground is appearing and disappearing in front of us?
Don't worry, it's just
Yeah.
appearing so that I can make sure that you guys don't fall off it.
That's what I was concerned about. I was concerned of Horace going straight through it again.
You
Who
guys
keeps
step
nicking the mule?
onto the main thoroughfare.
Oh,
It looks like Darren's nicking the mule this time.
Oh, nicking.
it.
Right, okay.
What did you think that was?
I heard licking. And given that
Whoa.
Good grief.
Darren's model was wedged inside the mule's face at that time, I was like, is he?
The 5 of you step onto the main thoroughfare that
7.
takes you to. Stop it! Stop it! I will keep
We're
getting
just
it
going to
wrong.
passively fill your head with this thought.
You step
Shut it up,
onto
past you.
the main sort of road that heads through Daggerfall Pass without major incident. It's as it gets later on in the day, it does take you a while to actually get through Daggerfall Pass. It's lengthy. It's a lengthy walk. The mountains
Blood
on
rising.
either side of you are quite tall, and the shadow seems to get cast a little early. The 5 of you reach a gatehouse of some sort that seems to have been built into the pass a long time ago. It seems to be in relative disrepair. You note a destroyed cart and lying in the snow
Yes.
a pair of dead oxen.
do we see a bard with way too big a smile?
There is no one else around, as far as you can tell.
Could I attempt to identify what killed the oxen?
Yeah, sure. Which oxen are you going to attempt to identify?
I would like to attempt to identify the one on the right.
One on the right.
This
Okay.
one.
Alright. Roll me a perception check.
12.
Okay. Looking over the body, you note, while you're not sure if it's the cause of death, you do note that there are several arrows sticking out of the hide of this creature. Several homemade-looking arrows. Something that probably wouldn't be sold at a store, basically.
Do you all think this might be the caravan from back at the mines?
There was a
Some near
caravan.
resemblance.
All right. Just I don't know, just throwing it out there into the void. Either way, this place is creeping me out now. Shall we?
I would normally say no, given the whole dead oxen wrecked cart, but sadly seems to be the only way that's not covered in holes in the bridge. And mostly made of river.
I'm gonna search for traps because
Okay.
now it seems reasonable.
Roll me a perception.
Okay. That's +1, so meh. 12.
No traps that you can see. The mortar work and the stonework of the gate seems ancient, quite old, a little crumbly, but no traps that you can see.
Well, whatever happened here does not appear to have been automated, so to speak.
Can I head over to this oxen and investigate how recent the damage seems to be?
Yeah, roll me a...
Guess investigation?
I was gonna say medicine, but...
Yeah, actually, no, medicine makes sense.
Yeah,
Like age of
medicine.
wound and stuff.
Roll me a medicine check.
Okay, so that is a solid 14 plus a 2. So 16 total.
16? Okay. By the looks of it, the damage appears to be at least maybe half a day to a day old. The oxen's been dead a while.
Well, assuming the oxen died quite fast at the start of proceedings, that gives whatever killed them probably about a half-day head start on us. So, either... I say we're at 50-50 of either still being in the area, although if it was, it probably would have snacked on the oxen further, so probably moved on, given that there's also no trace of the humans.
Yeah. Definitely seems to be a... definitely doesn't seem to be some kind of beast either. These arrows are handmade. And arrows in general don't usually mean beast to me. So
True.
Maybe a herd of goblins?
I've already made the only goblin archers could be this accurate joke, and it
Oh,
fell flat because no one's played Magicka in years.
Oh, that was for fucking magic! Oh my god, you awakened some ancient memories in me.
There we go. Always happy to awaken things in people.
Magic.
I do want to let you know we do not want that taken out of context. That
Too late.
What? The goblin archers. Yes, take them out of
No.
context. Just take them out in general. Anyway, let's move on.
All right.
Yeah, probably safe. Ish. Someone else go first, though.
Okay, stop.
Horace, you seem a sturdy
Horace,
fellow.
roll me initiative.
Ah, shit.
Real?
Well, that was quick.
Oh, yeah, for real. Okay. Take that. Yeah.
Okay.
18.
I'm gonna ask for the initiative order in a minute. So give me,
Ow! God, it went in the sea.
give me a second.
It's a 12. It's a 12 plus a 1.
Okay, give me a second. I will ask for the initiative order in a moment.
Happy?
Why don't you get it ready and then have us roll it out of interest?
Oh, the rolling
Dramatic
initiative
effect.
was just for dramatic effect.
Cool.
So,
My roll was not.
that one. Okay.
Oh,
Right.
that music fucking bitch slapped me.
So you know what you were saying about elves, Darren?
Yup. Why, but there's all
Okay.
sorts around here.
Right.
This is a very diverse bandit party.
Initiative
Firbolg!
rolls. 25 to 20.
Hi,
Hey.
21.
21. Oh,
we
shit.
all get 21.
No, one of us got a 13 that's in the sea somewhere.
My initiative mod is +7.
You have a +7
Oh yeah.
Mine's a plus
alert
4.
feat?
Okay, so 25 to
Plus
20 was Horace, Darren, and Ingvar, right?
Yep.
Okay. 20 to 15. Okay. Is anyone going to roll for the mule?
I shall.
It feels right.
Only Horace can roll for Horace. That one!
The mule is at the bottom. Okay.
Doesn't the mule have like a -1 to dex, so it's like an at a
mule is at the
0 initiative?
You get much lower than
15 to
one.
10.
13.
13.
The mule is at negative initiative.
10 to 5. 5 to 0?
Horace.
Zeri?
Oh, I said 20 earlier, sorry. I
Oh,
didn't
20.
really
Okay, that's fine. Just double check. Okay.
How do I get rid of a dice I can't even click?
So that
I think
goes
it's just
there.
fine.
Okay.
Side out remained.
Horace, you are up first, but you are taken by surprise as a group of bandits descends upon your party.
So you said about half a day, huh, Isaac? Sorry, the sass was out of line.
Not at all! Welcome to monster hunting.
I think we're the monsters being hunted right now.
That's just what they think.
Okay.
Cleric's inspiration.
Horace, because you are going first, but you were taken by surprise, these two get opportunity. Well, they get to attack first, basically.
Alright.
So the Knoll Archer and the Catfolk Archer are going to attempt to attack you.
Please roll badly. That looks like a nat 1.
That is a
That's-
1. It's
that's
just
a 7.
sliding down the...
That's a 7 that was sliding down the thing.
What's the plus?
4. I mean, I don't think either of these hit.
I
It's a
mean, my
+2
AC
for
without...
both of them.
Oh, okay, yeah, both of those miss. My
Okay.
AC without Mage Armor and Blade Song is only 13, so...
I know.
Ugh.
Don't worry.
A 4 is not going to hit that, though.
Yeah, that is
Um,
true. But
Yeah.
I'm a bit too
Wasn't
used to
gonna hit
DMing
anybody.
for... I'm a bit too
So-
used to DMing for my players.
Yeah. 2 arrows whiz by you, Horace. One goes right past your beak. You look up to see a snarling gnoll holding a rather big bow for its size. It is your turn.
Okay. Are there any like rocks next to me?
The ground is covered in rocks.
All right, I'm gonna pick up a rock and just like heads up as I'm going to cast catapult. Dex save, please.
Okay, which one are you throwing at?
Right, forgot to mention that. The gnoll.
The gnoll? Okay. So catapult at the gnoll. That is a dex save throw. Yeah, I don't think the dex save matters, I've got to be honest.
Yeah. So that is going to be it's 3d8 bludgeoning.
3d8 bludgeoning.
All right, shall roll. Should I roll that in? I'll roll that in roll 20. 18 damage.
18
Amazing.
damage. Alright. You
choice for roll
lift
20.
up a pebble in one hand and it hovers there for a moment and you flick it. And with a resounding crack, you watch as the pebble just sinks into this gnoll's eye and it rolls back and sort of yowls and goes. Okay. Are you going to move or take a bonus?
I will bonus action Blade Song, so bringing up my AC to a nice 17, and
Okay.
I will move next to Horus and comfort him.
Okay. Next up, Darren.
Alright.
You just watched your friend. You just saw 2 arrows whiz past him. What are you doing?
Right. Concentrate on the ranged attackers first. I have the alertness feat, therefore I cannot be taken by surprise. I'm gonna try and move into a flanking position around that archer.
Which archer?
The one currently like 2 feet in front of Horus.
There is no archer 2 feet in front of Horus.
He means the dagger wielding
The
elf
dagger
guy.
wielder. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So she is
In the numbers.
Okay. You may attempt to. Good luck.
This is where I die, isn't it? Okay, right. Well,
Give it a hop,
shot.
skip it a bump.
Left.
So there, I mean, the assassin is pretty much here. That's not really flanking because there's nobody else really that close.
Yeah, there's
enough
no
to it.
line I can draw, but I'd need to go. I can maybe try and fit right behind him.
It's not
It's-
gonna work, like it's not gonna
Yeah.
work. Also, where the fuck is your mini gone?
I'm in the sky. Nope. I'm back at the mine somehow.
You. Oh no, you're in the
No,
sky.
you're just
I'm in the sky near.
You've just ascended.
near the town
How
again.
the-
No, you're not. You're not even near the town.
You're on a mountain.
Now you're in the sea.
Yeah, somewhere.
Beyond the sea, somewhere.
Okay, there I am. Right, let's plonk me there. Right.
Fucking
Is that-
how?
I don't know. Is that good? That's definitely within my movement.
I mean,
But I
You-
feel like that's a lot of walking around an assassin.
you can get there, but he's gonna get an opportunity of attack on you if you want to get. So, I mean, like, you're basically walking around him in a circle. Like,
yeah.
You are also aggressively trying to squeeze between a tree in front of him.
Yeah. Let's see, what do I think is better? My armor class or Lucian's die rolling luck?
I could just imagine Darren like clambering past the tree. Just me. This'll work.
Now will he get an attack of opportunity either way?
yes. I mean, if you're just going to get up to him and attack him, no. If you're going to go do the whole go around and try and get behind him, yes, he will.
Okay.
Because you'll be
right.
basically walking right next to him for most of it, because there
Okay,
isn't much
then-
space.
Then I'm gonna go with there. And I will make my attack from here.
All right.
Boy. Let's see, +4 with the dagger. Don't heck me, TaleSpire. You hecked me,
Heck yeah.
TaleSpire. Why?
Might I
7.
suggest roll 20 next time?
You lunge and you find that your dagger finds no purchase as the assassin steps back and grins at you. Are you going to do anything for your bonus action?
Hide.
Sanction hide. Actually, it is very dark around here. Can I hide?
Not that close to an enemy.
No.
What you could
no.
do
I'm
is
not
disengage and get into that flanking position you wanted,
true.
which I've just realised actually you could have always done anyway.
Well, thanks. Okay,
I mean,
well,
yeah,
I
you
will.
could disengage as a bonus action because you're a rogue. So.
Yeah, is there anything I can do in case he in case he tries to attack somebody?
No,
I'm
that
not
would
terribly
be
familiar
holding
with
your
5e
action,
reactions.
and you've already done your action. So.
Okay, well, I will bonus action disengage into the corner behind him.
Okay. Next up, the Knoll Up, who is going to take a pot shot at you, Ingvar, because you're literally at the front of the group right now.
Oh hell.
That's a 15. Does that hit?
Interesting spelling of archer there.
Oh no, he's just
I think it
specializes
hits.
in art.
What's your armor class?
15?
It is 15. Yes, that
Meets it, beats it.
means it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that does hit. That is 1d6. That is 4 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Okay. Next up, Ingvar. It's your turn.
Well, he's going to retaliate and shoot back at the Knoll Archer.
Okay. Roll me an attack. D20 plus your dex.
Wherever the hell that's gone.
It'll land someday. There we
It's
go.
9
So 9 plus 4
plus
plus
4.
the 2 plus the 2 hit on the ash board,
Mm-hmm. Plus your proficiency.
which I added to the thing, which is another 2
Okay,
So it's
so
that's-
plus 8.
plus 8.
plus
so
8.
So
that-
9 plus 8, 17.
7.
That hits.
Nice.
Wouldn't it be plus 6?
No,
9 plus
Proficiency.
4, which is the dex modifier.
Ah, I
Plus
didn't realise the
2,
dex was
which is-
4.
Yeah.
yeah.
Plus 2, which is the proficiency, plus 2 from the actual bow itself.
Yep.
So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Too used to Gilk having a crazily
That is-
low dex.
3 damage. Okay.
Holy
Right,
shit,
you
one of us has a
bastard.
good stat.
Next up is the Fenfolk Spellcaster, who is going to slam his staff on the ground and is going to. Let me very quickly bring up the thing. Take me to the spell list that I have for this guy.
Enemy spellcasters are a bad sight, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're all focused on the archer, so.
That is true.
Okay.
oh.
He is going to attempt to cast Sleep. So I need to quickly roll 5d8. Oh, actually, hold on. No, wait. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points.
Oh no.
So anyone under 24 hit points will be
So-
affected by this.
Basically everybody.
Basically.
And
Well,
he's going
hang on,
to
it-
cast
yeah.
it.
But
That-
it subtracts as it goes in each one. So it will start with
Yeah.
the lowest, subtract that amount, next lowest, subtract that amount. So it
Yes.
isn't everyone.
Can we reverse
So
that?
it'll
order?
be that range, which means it affects the librarian first, who has 23 hit points. So the librarian gets put to sleep. Nobody else.
Starting with the
okay.
creature with the lowest current hit
Oh,
points.
lowest? Lowest?
So the
current
mule.
hit point? Oh, it is. It's not the closest. Right. Sorry. So, yeah, the mule. The mule
How much
Mule
has,
is
HP does the mule have?
it has 15.
Right, so the 24 minus 15 then, and that's how much you've got left.
Wait, am I in range?
No.
Or no?
Yes, you are actually, Horace.
Yes, I have.
But-
I have.
But
I have less
Ingvar is,
HP.
is lower than you on HP, I think.
Ingvar has less HP than 12.
I
Yeah,
think
Ingvar's the one
so.
with the lowest.
I think
Oh,
Ingvar
no.
only has 10, right, Lydia?
Yep, he's only got 10 HP.
Okay, so
It's also current hit points.
Current hit
Yeah.
points, he's got 6.
Yeah, definitely lower. That's
so that's 6 off the 24, which puts Lydia to sleep. So Lydia is currently knocked out.
Okay. Oh.
then the donkey.
Followed by Horace. What's your current HP?
12, so I get knocked out too.
Knocked out as well.
Horace has less HP than the donkey?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Narrowly, but yes.
Plus 1 in con.
I only have one more hit
And
point
then
than
the
the donkey.
donkey.
Tanky
Doesn't-
donkey.
Yeah, the donkey is fine because that
Sounds
basically
a bit
subtracts
odd.
enough that the donkey doesn't get affected.
We now know who the true Horus is.
So yeah.
Is Horus the Sword still awake?
Okay.
That's the thing. If it's a sentient weapon, it does have HP.
No, the Horus the Sword is fine.
So Horus the Sword has more hit points.
Creatures.
Horace
yeah.
the sword has more hit points than this party put together.
Okay.
Honestly,
I guess
understandable.
Okay, so yeah, this means that you two will be asleep for 1 minute or
Oh, damn it.
until you are damaged, I believe.
Or until a creature uses its action to shake them or kick them awake.
Yes. Thank you, Ed.
If anyone
for
has
your
a
encyclopedic
light,
knowledge.
if anyone happens to have a light singeing AOE, now would be a good time.
Okay. Right. Next up, Librarian. It's your turn.
Okay. I would like to cast Magnify Gravity on these motherfuckers over here.
Whoa!
Oh,
With 1. We'll get it with 1, actually.
Magnify Gravity.
I'll cast it on the mage. And it should
Do you-
roll 21.
does it target somebody or just like?
Area
can you
effect.
define a points?
I can define a 10-foot sphere
Alright.
centered within 60 feet of me.
So 2 tiles.
Now I see why you too suffered from the problems with Roll20 wanting
Does
expanded
that
stuff.
Catch both of them.
Does it? It's at his toes.
It's hitting the minis.
It would hit one of them.
Okay.
It would hit one of them, not both.
Tickle his toes.
The wizard is
Uh,
probably the best
I
one.
think
to
I'm
hit.
gonna go for the wizard.
Because
Yeah.
they are technically 20 feet apart.
Yeah, that's what weirds me out about the Anyway,
Well, if it's 10-foot
just-
radius, then it should
Yeah,
be 20
it's more like
diameter.
23 feet apart, so it,
Yeah,
it
fair,
wouldn't.
fair.
Yeah.
Okay,
Diagonals are weird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
let me see. What do I do now?
Flying spellcasters are a wild ride.
Well,
Each
let's see if
creature
I can-
here on a turn when you cast a spell must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, they take 2d8 force damage, and their speed is halved until next turn.
Mm-hmm.
On success, half as much damage, no reduction to speed. And this lasts until the start of my next turn.
Okay, so which one are you casting on?
Mage Boy.
Mage Boy. Okay. Constitution saving throw. This is against your spell DC?
I believe so, yes, that would be
What
a
is your spell DC?
13.
Okay, that's a success. So roll me 2d8.
Huh?
Roll me
Oh, wait, that was...
2d8.
Yeah.
2d8 for damage.
7.
Okay, so this boy takes
3.
3 points of damage.
3.
Okay. Next up, Isaac.
I believe measuring works fine.
Yeah.
Give me a second to do a quick multiplication by 5.
4 times
Yep.
5 is 20.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long day. I can't math.
Yeah, no worries.
So
That's why I'm here.
walks over to Horace and unceremoniously kicks him.
Okay.
Ugh.
Horace,
Oh.
you are awake.
Oh god.
Where am I?
And then the remaining 10 feet of movement to 2 tiles. So there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that it?
Yes, I've used my action and I've moved.
Fair enough. Okay. The Catfolk Rogue now is going to attempt to walk up next to you and stab you in the back, librarian.
One.
Oh,
And fails miserably.
it's the pain.
nice.
It's billowing.
It's the thought that counts.
He's giving it his all, bless him.
I just turn around
And
to
then
greet
this
like,
elf
"Hello."
rogue is going to turn to you, Darren,
Of course.
and is going to attempt to stab you
Whiff.
with an 18.
That's a hit.
Okay, and
Favoritism.
is going to use his poison daggers.
Oh, hell.
So you
Okay,
take
I-
5 damage.
Hang on 1 second. I'm pretty sure I have something on this.
Don't you have resistance to poison, I think?
That's my fault. I'm a dwarf. Dwarven resilience. Advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance against poison damage.
Okay, so you take 2 points of poison damage on top of the 5 from his knives.
Oh, great. Well, still better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
2 points plus 5, 7.
Yep.
Okay, that's half my health gone.
Then the Catfolk warrior that is on top of the archway is going to attempt to take a pot shot at you, Horace. And misses.
Sure, now you whiff.
miserably.
Now you whiff.
I was gonna say he has disadvantage because I'm prone, but it doesn't matter really now, does it?
No, it really doesn't. And next up is the mule. Who wants to take that to the mule's turn?
Lowell just said your turn. That is unnecessarily funny to me. Anybody want to control the mule? Or shall
What is the
Horace-
mule's movement speed?
The mule has 30 feet of movement speed.
Okay. Okay. I believe that having seen the elf attempt to attack Darren, the mule is going to get a knock on and try and kick the rogue.
Okay.
Wow.
Roll me
Horace is
a strength attack on that.
Okay, so D20 first up.
D20 on the strength, yeah.
So that is an 11. What is the mule's strength?
+2.
For
Okay, so a
13.
13 toe. Is the mule proficient in unarmed attack? It would be, because you're always proficient in unarmed attacks, aren't you?
I
Yes.
note also that the assassin currently is flanked.
So it's technically a 15 then.
That hits.
What is the
Yeah.
damage of the mule kick?
To the
One-
to the butt, no less.
D4, I think. It's basically like a pun.
Yeah, no, that's fair, Because some natural weapons are like D6s and whatnot, so it's always worth checking.
Actually, I'll give you a D6 because it's hooves. It hurts.
Yeah,
1d6.
that lines up with like centaurs and whatnot, so that makes sense. I love how we're just
Oh, wow.
statting this mule on the
Let's
fly.
see. It is a +2 to hit, reach 5 feet, 1d4 +2 bludgeoning.
Well, regardless whether it was a D6 or a D4, it got a 3, so that works for both. Plus 2, so that's 5 bludgeoning to the butt.
5 bludgeoning to the road.
That's as much damage as his dagger itself did to me.
Bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Next up, Horace.
After
Okay.
Horace comes Horace.
Yes, the beginning and end.
I need you to draw aggro, please.
Don't worry, Horace has got this. Regardless of the scenario,
I believe
Horace
in
has
Horace,
got
but I'm
this.
not so sure about Horace.
In the beginning there was Horus, and in the end there was Horus.
Somewhere in the
Okay.
middle, there will also be Horace.
It's the horror of Horace.
Question. Did I hear any of these guys speak? Any of these bandits speak
Nope.
anything?
Not a word.
Not yet. Haven't
Okay.
had anyone, any of
we
them
heard-
say a thing. They ambush.
We heard the wizard casting, maybe, but that's about it.
Okay. Looking over to wait, no, I did hear the Knoll archers like fucking didn't he like fucking swear or some shit? Oh, he just
growled.
screamed.
He didn't swear.
Okay.
Screamed when you hit him in the eye.
Yeah, that is true. Okay. I have an idea. I'm gonna look at the Knoll art, not the Knoll archer, the fucking the knife man, the
assassin.
elf rogue. Yeah, I just say, nice day today. I just need a response, any kind of response. Does he respond?
Roll me a charisma check. Just straight up charisma.
Okay, does this take my action?
Talking is usually
Yes. Yes, it will take your action.
Free actions also kind of don't exist in 5e. It's confusing.
I mean, talking is considered. Whatever. Okay. That should be fine. Oh, 14.
14 plus what's your charisma?
It's 11 plus 3.
Okay, so you're in the middle of a combat situation. This rogue just got kicked in the face by a mule. He's
Just
not really inclined to talk at the moment.
Not even like a confused what the fuck or something?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, shit. Alright, then I'm going to Blade Song, and I will try to make it look as gaudy as possible to try and draw aggro. And like move over in front of the rogue, just like,
Okay, so you're basically doing a chicken strut in front of him.
yes.
Okay, fair enough. Darren, it's your turn.
I'm going to attack with. I'm going to attack with flanking.
Roll a d20.
Take that. That's a 12.
That's 12. Flanking doesn't give you advantage, does it? Or does it?
It's changed every session.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can say it does.
Flanking,
So-
from the 5e rulebook, the optional rule of flanking does typically grant advantage.
Yes. I have had some DMs like basically rule it as +1 to the roll, but
Here we go.
it's
Variant optional rule. Flanking. If you regularly use miniatures, creature can't. Flanking on squares. When a creature under least one of its allies is adjacent to an enemy and an opposite side of the corners of the enemy's space, they flank that enemy. Each of them has advantage on melee attack rolls. So yes, you do get advantage.
Oh, thank God. Please be better. Please be better. Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right. Roll me damage.
Right.
You got your wish. That's just a teensy bit better.
Also, just going to quietly mention that the crit also applies to sneak attack damage, which you will get because an ally of yours is within 5 feet of it.
This is true.
Let's see.
That is
It's 1d4 normal, so 1d4 plus 1d6 from the sneak attack. So that's. Am I doubling them? Am I doubling them up, or am I just?
You double them all.
roll? Like number of dice or total?
Total. You double the total.
Okay. Eh. 12.
So that's 12.
With your bonus, what's your dex bonus?
Dex bonus. Plus 2.
+2, so 14 damage.
Okay. You lunge forward out of the shadows, Darren, and you slice your dagger across this assassin's neck, who is still holding one of his eyes where a mule kicked him in the face, and he just falls to the ground,
Oh my God.
dead. His neck is just a gaping, bleeding wound at this point.
The rocks will not remember you.
Okay. Next up, the Knoll Archer, who, upon seeing his friend get felled, is going to take a shot at you, Horace.
Yes.
Strutting around brightly. That is a 13 to hit.
Normally would hit me, doesn't right now. My AC is a 17.
Okay. The arrow. You notice the arrow streaking towards you, and with a graceful twirl, you sidestep it, and it clatters into the stonework behind you.
Yes.
Noel is going to take a bonus action to use a healing potion, a minor healing potion.
We could have got that.
Cover 5 hit points. Yeah.
Usually minor healing potions are 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus. Oh, is it 2d4 plus 2? I only rolled 1.
Sounds a bit good for a minor.
Let me roll another d4. Thank you, Raka.
Shit.
Who are you trying to help here?
It makes sense. If we're kept to the same rules as them, it's fair.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, he deserves it. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a 4-head anymore.
Right.
He has a 5-head, 4 plus
Ingvar,
rock.
You are asleep. You have not been awoken yet. You are still asleep.
I'm sorry. I thought my plan would work.
Well, there's not much I can do.
The spellcaster is going to. Let me real quick do this so that I can check which spells this guy has. It's is it this one? No. Alright. Come on, give me what I'm. Ah, here it is. Will that reach, though, is the question. No, that won't reach. Ah! Okay. The spellcaster is going to jump down to around about there, because that's about as far as he can move. And then is going to. It's. Let's see, 2 tiles is 10 feet, so it's 3 times.
Burning hands.
Okay.
That's
He's
those 4
going
hands.
to cast Frost Fingers at you, Librarian.
Does he hit his buddy?
Yes, he does actually.
Yeah, like half as many was in the cone, so it's...
Yes, he would. Well, technically he could. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't hit.
Yeah, you can't really angle it to get him out.
Yeah, usually with a cone you do 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
Or was it 90-degree angle? I don't remember.
I don't think it's 90 somehow.
No,
Yeah,
90
it's
is-
45.
is
It's 45-degree angle, usually.
45-degree angle. Yeah.
That's gonna
90
be
is
crazy.
more
yes,
when you
it
get
would-
to like
it
the
would
hex
hit his threat.
systems and
So
whatnot.
I need
Yeah.
you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, Librarian. Ooh. And the rogue there does not make it. What's your roll, Zeri?
It is 10.
10. This guy has a spell DC of 13. So that is a failed save for both of you. You both take 2d8 of cold damage.
I would like to use my reaction.
Okay, what is your reaction?
Absorb
I
elements?
cast Absorb Element. Actually, no, I don't. That would be the easy way out. I cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
Spicy!
Alright. Hellish Rebuke. Remind me what that does again?
As a reaction... Let me read out this one. You point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dex saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay, so you take 10 points of damage. Because I don't think Hellish Rebuke stops that.
No.
it's not locked in.
Nope.
And
Rather fitting that you're rebuking cold damage
the
with fire damage.
spellcaster is going to make a dex save. That is a
I think that's a
18
success.
on its dex. Actually, no.
Yes.
Dex? That's a 16.
He was rolling like a god either way.
That is a success, so they take half damage.
Okay, so roll 2d10 and half.
He's a Furbolg, unfortunately, they just roll well.
Remind me to play a Furbolg next.
That is 18 damage.
18 damage total.
Yeah, total.
Half
9.
9. Okay. Ooh, he's looking rough. He manages to sidestep the flames, but he starts patting them out when they suddenly start catching the bottom of his robes. Okay. Next up, Librarian. It is your turn.
Let's see. I think I'll turn to the mage and go, it wasn't very nice of you to try to freeze me. I'm going to have to kick you out now. And I cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Ooh!
Eldritch Blast.
If you right click on the Furbolg, you can actually deploy a magic missile attack. Just for the visual.
But you can?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Okay.
Or is it just
It hits. I
it
think
hits? Is it?
No,
ranged
it's
spell
roll an
attack.
attack. I've used it
Yeah.
plenty of times in this campaign, Lucian. It's the one I used to use.
It is definitely a roll to attack.
Range spell
you
attack
know-
against the target.
you know how this one
Roll
works.
me an attack level.
15.
15. That hits. Roll me 1d10.
1.
Hmm?
1. I got 1.
You got 1.
I got 1.
Is there not any additives to that?
I don't
Ed?
think so.
Unless there's a specific spell roll.
Well, unless
mean-
you've spec'd into Agonizing Blast, you won't get
Yeah,
Charisma
no,
bonus for it.
Anything.
Okay, so he takes 1 point of damage. Are you doing anything else?
I would like to use my bonus action to attempt to wake Invar.
That's an action.
Wait, is that an action? I thought you could
Yeah,
interact.
that's an
and use
action.
a bonus.
No, you have to walk over and actually shake him awake, basically. It's an action. Isaac, it is your turn.
Oh yeah, because I was just wondering who was missing out of the order. There's the Archer is the only one missing out of the order that we can see from here.
It's just
I-
caffeinated, basically.
Reckon. Probably going to walk over to Ingvar, leisurely kick them, and walk back again, same as last time.
You cowards! You literally have a gun!
Yes, that takes an action to use, and I could use that action to wake up an extra body on the board to take and
Okay.
deal damage, or I
Ingvar,
could
you are awake.
hopefully deal some damage.
Next up, the rogue, who is going to
Get a sudden heart attack.
is going
The
to
animator
attempt-
suffered a fatal heart attack.
has noticed that you're waking up various people on the board, Isaac, is going to bonus action disengage from the librarian and attempt to make a swipe at you.
Finally!
That is an 18.
Yeah, he hits.
Okay. That is 1d4 plus 1. So 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Right.
This one also poisoned.
This one is not poisoned.
Right.
Next up is the dead elf rogue, so he doesn't matter.
He's gonna pass his turn.
Yep. Catfolk warrior is
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
is going to take a shot at Ingvar and miss
Yes.
again.
Yep.
Gorgeous. Beautiful.
And
There's going to be one very healthy, very angry catfolk at the end of this fight.
Yeah.
next up is the mule. Who wants to take the mule's turn this time?
I guess I'll take control of him this time around. Let's see. That's within his movement. He's gonna move up to the move up to the wizard and kick him.
Okay.
Kick his ass!
Roll me an attack.
Yay. That is going to be +2.
Plus 4, I think we said, because it was proficient with
yeah.
its hooves.
+4, yeah.
Oh, that's
So,
a
That
17 in that
hits.
case.
I mean, either way it would have hit, but
Yeah.
roll me
And then D6 plus 2.
D6 plus 2.
two.
It's a specific combat. Oh, mule!
Did the mule finish him off?
How does the mule want to do this?
Thank you.
Well, you
yes.
haven't completed the encounter yet. However, that's 8 points of damage. The mule kicks
From the top
backwards, hitting the spellcaster solidly in the stomach. There's a gurgling sound. The spellcaster coughs up a few drops of blood and then slumps to the side. Next up, Horace.
Alright. After Horus comes Horus. Alright. I will. So right now there's the Knoll Archer and the Catfolk Warrior. Okay. Out of sheer spite, I will grab another rock and I will grab another rock and just look at the Knoll Archer, just like, you missed me. and throw another rock at him.
Okay. Roll.
Catapult.
It's a dexterity saving throw, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah. The
I
mole archer.
will reaction that. And silvery barbs.
No, you will not. We banned that. Remember?
Right. Yeah.
Even the rejigged version
Don't
for
you
saves,
dare.
sadly.
I forgot about that part.
Although
yeah,
it was in the spirit of the rejig, so fair play on that one.
yeah. That is completely my bad. I completely passed my mind. Okay. Then yeah, it just fucking hits the wall. Just like shit. All right. Barbs. Fuck. What can I do then?
You have a bonus action and you have a movement.
I have a bonus action and a movement. I am going to I am just going to move over here and continue my interpretive dance and end my turn.
All right, Darren, it is your turn.
Alright. Well, best place for me is be probably behind another guy, so there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm trying now to rogue the rogue.
You are flanking, and you have.
I think that's a hit either way.
I'd say that's a pretty hit. I'd say that's a pretty good hit.
Okay, 1d4, 1d6, plus 2. That'd be
What
a
was that
9.
D4 doing?
It's
It like
best.
bounced into the rock and then back out again.
And it's 9 points of damage into his spine.
You is that is with sneak attack?
That is with the sneak attack.
9 points of damage into his spine. The catfolk, the tabaxi, sort of yowls out in pain as your dagger slices across his back. Okay. Next up, the Knoll Archer, who is going to attempt an attack on you, Horace.
Yes.
Miss. That is a 14, which
Miss.
does not hit. Yeah. Then another arrow slices past your head as you once again twirl to avoid it. Ingvar, it is your turn.
Well, he's a little bit confused because he's woken up from an impromptu nap. Jesus. He's probably just going to shoot at the
Knoll.
Knoll archer at the top.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Okay.
Not the rest of them. I don't think it would matter anyway.
Fire the mule at him.
Unleash the
19.
mule.
Yeah, that hits. That hits. Roll me damage.
I think I rolled damage there.
We have to give this mule a proper name.
There it is.
It's
You
drawn
rolled
blood.
a 6 on the mule.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the arrow sinks into the knoll's shoulder, and he once again yowls out in pain. Okay.
That.
Librarian, it is your turn.
Okay. I think I'll just go for another Eldritch Blast on the taxi.
Okay, roll it.
That's not
I will say, I'm fairly certain we do actually have to use animal handling and teach the mule to make it do this kind of combat, but I'm not going to
18.
say we shouldn't right now.
18.
I mean, animals do have some instinct.
Yeah, that hits.
Its instinct was to kick the fucker.
What is damage on
19
that?
damage.
What?
Oh, wait, sorry.
Are you sure? Yeah, I was going to say
19
19 damage does not sound right on a D10.
I may
And
have
none of this
mistyped it to be a 2 instead of a 1. Maybe. Perchance. Yeah, that's a 10 then for the first roll.
10 for the first roll. Fair enough. You Eldritch Blast sort of a ball of spectral glowing bluish purple energy. You hold it aloft and fling it, and it engulfs the tabaxi's head in flames. It falls to the ground screaming and yowling before it suddenly falls silent. Okay, Isaac, it is your turn.
Quick measure session. Isaac is going to go to about here, I want to say is fine. Yeah, that's fine. And just sort of take a gander at the Knoll warrior up there. Oh, all right then. Spin up the casting pistol and toll the dead.
Okay.
So it must make a whiz save.
Wisdom saving throw. Ooh, spin. That is an 8.
Yeah, that doesn't beat a 12, so it takes 1d12 damage.
Roll it. 2d12.
Hold on. Never use a d12, so I always forget what it looks like. It's the one that looks like a shit d20.
That's one way of putting it.
That's an 11 necrotic damage.
It's the
Okay.
D20 you order off Wish.
Yes, wish d20.
You aim your casting pistol, take steady aim, and loose, and a bolt of necrotic energy spews forth and hits the Knoll in the same shoulder that Ingvar actually hit earlier. And the Knoll sort of rears back and falls down to one knee before he pulls himself back up. And he's looking pretty rough. Okay. Next up, the
Hold on, I'm not done
Warrior.
yet.
Oh, are you not?
I only went 4 tiles. So 4 times 5, just figuring out how much movement I still had left. Yeah. So I was going to use the last 10 to go to here.
Okay.
Because good luck getting that shot, Mr. Catfolk.
Okay. The Catfolk Warrior, seeing everything that's happening here, seeing all of their fallen comrades, is going to back off and retreat,
Seems fair.
and is going to use his full movement to run across the bridge, is going to haste and disappear.
Run away! Run away!
From view, as far as you can see. Next up, the mule. Who's taking control of the mule this time?
Lydia, considering really what to do with the rolls earlier.
Is there anybody actually left on this field to be hit?
There's one person, but I don't think the mule can get to them.
It could start trying to climb.
Yeah, mules can go up near 90-degree inclines to like lick salt, right? That's them.
I think that's a goat you're thinking.
Yeah, that's goats, I think.
No.
Same diff.
Also, I love the fact that we took the interpretation that it attacked at the start out of self-defense, then got a taste for blood, and is now looking for it.
Well, the mule
don't
can
think he's
move
gonna get
30 feet, which would be
so-
6 tiles, so it would be able to get to about there.
No, the mule's gonna suddenly realize what the hell's going on and is gonna run away and hide behind the bridge.
I'd argue
Fair
this
enough.
this evades us needing the animal handling shit because we've got 3 different interpretations of what the mule is thinking on each individual turn. So it is basically acting like a random animal.
It's a hive mind.
Next up,
Yeah.
Horace.
All right, let's give it one last shot, baby. Let's hope for a home run. I'm gonna pick up another rock, and this one, just like, all right, baby, let's see it onto this one. As I'm going to throw another rock, my last rock.
Carry on.
Sorry.
For your spell slot.
Yes,
Is that your last spell slot?
yes.
Okay. That is at 16 to dodge.
Shit, succeeds.
Okay. The gnoll, pretty wise to your tricks at this point, is going to dodge to the side, and the rock again hits into the stone behind him. Darren, what are you doing?
I have no ranged attacks of any kind.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a bit useless at this point in time. I'm going to, run up to the mule and try to calm it.
Okay. Roll me animal handling. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
boy.
The gnoll archer is going to, considering it's a little bit stuck at the moment, is going to take another shot at you, Horace. That is a 17.
Just hits.
Okay.
Makes me wonder how he got up there.
Well, he climbed up from the road, but he can't exactly get back down. Not with you guys in the way. That is 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Okay, I'm fine.
Okay. Next up, Ingvar.
Oh, you know, big boss spiel in this weather. Where even is it?
Hmm?
Is he moved?
No?
He's up on the cliff.
Yeah.
Okay, the mini has vanished for me for some reason.
Maybe your green one is too low.
It was there 2 minutes ago.
No, you've highlighted the mule, Lydia. You're not on Ingvar,
Oh.
so the mule can't see him.
Oh, right, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot him.
Okay, roll me an attack.
+8.
It's a 16.
16 will hit. Just barely, but it'll hit.
Whee!
Oh my god.
What's with Ingvar and the sixes tonight? I think he's just pissed off.
What's your play?
Damage.
He's gonna shoot an arrow at the knee.
And you're gonna
Yes.
shoot an arrow to the knee.
Yep.
He used to be.
You take aim.
Used to be a
You
bandit.
draw back your bow, and you loose an arrow, and as it arcs, you make a silent prayer to Bethesda. And the arrow, shkunk, jams itself, lodges itself right in his kneecap. The gnoll screams in pain and suddenly tumbles forward and down the cliff. Every bone in his body is broken by the time he hits the ground.
Ah.
Well, you have completed the encounter. Everyone is dead except for one archer who ran away because fuck this shit, apparently.
Oh,
Even the
there we
vomiting
go.
furbolg's dead?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he essentially got kicked in the stomach by a mule. I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
painful.
That was after he was being set on fire.
What?
Jesus.
Well,
And what's with Ingvar finishing these? He finished the end off, and now he's finished this encounter off. Jesus.
kill stealing.
Really?
One man's kill stealing is another man's cleanup hitting.
I will begin to search the bodies.
All right. Roll me, for those of you who want to search the bodies, roll me investigation checks.
You got it.
Was it?
Is that?
16.
I'm guessing that's a 20. Whoop.
8.
Oh
Would you-
bollocks!
What do you mean you guess that's a 20, Lydia?
I meant the D20.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
the D20. Okay.
13
Investigation plus 1, so that was a 4.
13 plus 2, so 15.
15. Okay. Darren, Lydia, Jerry, are you rolling?
Oh yes, I did.
Oh, 16. So, wait,
16
8? Oh, 16 was Horace's, right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Lydia, Isaac, Librarian, and Ingvar. You managed to find, between you, around about 3 gold each. They're low run-of-the-mill bandits. They don't really have much on them.
We're rich.
Darren, what did you...
Probably enough to buy some hemp and rope.
Darren, what
150
did you
worth.
what did you roll?
8.
8? Okay. You managed to find about the same as the others, a couple of gold pieces. Horace, as you're looking through the Knowles pack, you managed to find about 6 gold pieces, and 2 small glass vials containing some sort of potion. One of them is a deep red in color, and the other is deep purple. And they're probably enough for 1 drink each.
Just like as I grab them, just like, oh, I think I hit jackpot, everybody. As I walk back to the rest of the party and flash the potions.
How do you know his name?
I mean, Ingvar was the one that hit him. I don't know, but I found good potions.
Any of those
Just-
happen to be of the healing sort? I can barely feel my left arm.
The healing potion that he drank, it was red, correct?
From a distance, you couldn't really tell. It's relatively dark at this point.
Okay, I'm
You could take
unsure.
a guess that, yeah, it might have been red.
If I were to take a guess, I'm guessing one of them is this one. The red one is a healing potion, but I'm frankly unsure.
I could inspect them for you if you want.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Also, walk over to Isaac. Here you go. Pay you back 1 gold.
Thank you. I owe you 9. Gotcha.
You owe me nothing. 1 coin for 1 coin.
Sifts through and finds the remaining 3 silver. Gives them over to Horace. Okay, so now that's 6 owed.
No, you don't owe me shit. You don't owe me anything. Don't worry about it. No. I'm not into financing.
Oh, you should just pats him lightly on the head. Well, you should start. You need to think about your future.
Oh Christ!
I'm already in my 30s.
Well, then it's as good a time as any.
I guess.
Okay.
I love being the weird, shitty group dad.
Can I start ritual casting Identify for the potions?
Yeah, you can do that. It'll take you about 10 minutes-ish, I think.
Yep.
That does remind me, I did want to say I did replace silver barbs with identify. I completely passed my mind.
Yes,
Just wanted to-
but...
Oh,
you have to
how
do your first
convenient.
box instead, I think.
No, I'm not using. I don't have the materials.
Okay. Alright. You take about 10 minutes, librarian, to look through this pair of potions. The red one you find is indeed a minor healing potion, enough for one person to take a quick drink of. The purple one is a potion of enhanced mind, which essentially grants the drinker in an advantage on wisdom checks for 10 minutes.
I relay that information to the party.
Okay.
Well, the healing potion is nice. The other potion could be useful in certain situations.
Vote
the
the
way,
healing
win-win.
goes to Darren. You seem to be hanging on by a thread there, pal.
My tongue is getting a bit too from my mouth.
Have you been drinking that green stuff again?
No, but I think I will stop with it.
That certainly poses a problem.
Get out of there.
I think
Could I lightly inspect the slightly poisoned wound he took earlier?
Sure, roll me a medicine check.
I'm just looking to check if it's green.
Where's that wound?
The
You like?
It's like, I mean, it's slightly red, mainly because of the blood. Like the wound is on the shoulder.
Okay.
You note that it looks a little gangrenous around the edges already, and there
See?
might be
Green.
a bit of green around it, but you can't really tell.
Can't hide that from me. Green.
Right, what do we say?
Told you to stay away from that stuff.
How much is this healing potion going to do me?
Minor healing potion.
2d4 plus 2. Also, aren't you supposed to take your greens?
Not generally by knife.
If you're having difficulty finding it, it's because it's called Potion of Healing, Lucian, not the minor one.
Oh, is it?
There doesn't seem to be a minor one. It starts at Potion of Healing, then goes up.
No, it's a potion. No, it says like it goes potion of healing, then minor, then like it does. It's a weird way of how it's
Potion of healing,
structured.
minor tier, 2d4 plus 2. Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Oh, of course.
5.
So that's 5 points of healing.
Okay.
As he starts feeling the benefit of that, I need to check how this one works. Isaac is going to be facing the wrong way and just sort of mutter and flick his hand a little bit. And there's healing word on Darren as well.
Oh.
Or 1d6 plus, 1d4 plus my spell mod. So that is 3 plus 2, so an extra 5.
Okay, so you
Right,
heal
that's
10
fine.
points, Darren, total.
Right, that gets me back to full.
Nice.
Yay!
And while this is all going on, Ingvar's trying to figure out how he's going to pull this arrow that's stuck in his side out.
And now I roll a 4, of course.
All right. As you're all gathering around these dead bodies, basically, all of these corpses, searching and looting, it's starting to get a little bit later, and the sun that was shining down a little bit still through the pass is slowly but surely fading from view altogether. It's starting to get very dark. What are the 5 of you planning to do?
Do you guys think it might be smart to set up camp here for the night? It's getting far too dark to travel on this road.
Oh, most certainly.
As displayed, seems pretty decently defensible.
Apart from the guys who clearly failed to defend it.
Yeah, but then
I
if you
mean-
think about the position switched, if they were attacking us, we'd have succeeded.
Hmm.
If that's the caliber of bandit that we're dealing with, I don't think we've got much to worry about.
I mean, they did knock out half of us.
That's magic. Like, it's special conditions.
There's one thing I
Very
learned from
underhanded
staying
way of
around.
combat.
There's one thing I learned from staying around Murray long enough. It's that you don't fuck with the cow people.
Well, if any of them ask, blame Horace.
Which one?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Offers Horace a high five.
Are you
High five,
counting
Scott.
out in
Horace
the
lifts
dark,
off.
or are you going to? Is one of you going to make a survival check to start a fire?
We don't need to.
D key by accident. Whoops.
We don't need to because prestidigitation can start a campfire.
Oh,
We still need to assemble the wood.
Yeah,
we
prestidigitation
still-
can start it. You still need to actually find stuff to make it with.
And sadly, the barbarian that was carrying a bunch of it is no longer with us.
That is a good
The
point.
mule has rolled a 19 on its survival check.
And there's
Neil
20
starts
total.
constructing a fire.
Mule constructs a fire.
Yeah, that is a 20.
I'm
So,
assuming,
I mean-
Lydia, you meant to roll that for
No, that was
for
me.
Ingvar.
No, that was lying. I could
Oh God!
roll a survival check.
I can't press the D key to move my camera over there, but there's a dead tree right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
That'd be
so
6.
I got a 19.
okay, so somebody got a 19 on the survival check. That's all
Yeah,
I was
that-
asking.
Yeah,
That'll do.
Darren got a 20 total.
Okay. In that case, I shall bless you all with a campfire.
Yay.
Yay.
Ah,
Thank,
the key
thank
is
you,
back in.
Prometheus.
Okay.
Also, sorry, what was that, Ed?
I've been flailing around. I've been fighting because I accidentally pulled one of the keys off my keyboard while looting the
Oh,
bodies. So I've been trying to wedge the D key back in over the course of this conversation.
So I did in fact hear you right when you said the D is back in.
No, I actually said
Oh
the key
my.
is back in on that one.
Ah, okay.
The D is
I've been
back
trying to make
in.
D jokes the entire time, but then after a while I just sort of gave up. So the one time I did give up is when you made.
Oh
Gotcha,
dear
gotcha.
God.
Okay.
Well, glad to know you've got your D back.
Right. Is anyone taking watch over the course of the night?
Well,
I mean,
Ingvar might as well, because he can't sleep with this arrow in, so he might as well spend the time watching and trying to
Yeah,
pull the damn
handle
thing
it.
out.
Hmm?
I mean, are we gonna take turns watching?
Presumably.
I would assume so.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah. So
If you're going to take first watch, Ingvar, I would like you
Okay.
to roll me a medicine check to get the arrow out.
20? D20?
Yes,
I think,
D20.
maybe. I should just assume everything's a D20.
Yeah, that is a generally good idea with the
It
D20
is
system.
a good idea. An 18. What is? Do you have proficiency in medicine or anything?
Plus 3, so 21.
In medicine?
Oh, you like the weight! Aye?
Okay. All right. Yeah, you managed to pull the arrow out with pretty much no problem. You managed to bandage up the wound with some decent rest and a little bit of water. It'll be right as rain.
Yay.
Okay.
Before
so-
settling down for the night,
Mhm.
can I request that I know I've put his mini down. Hang on. Could I request that Isaac just makes his way over to this tree? That's the fucking mule.
It's the mule.
There we go. Isaac makes his way over to this tree, and just takes one of the blank pages from his notebook, scribbles "not bandits, just sleeping," and sort of like does his best to note spike it onto the tree.
Okay. What is your intention with this?
I get some
That if people
don't
come
know
across
who
us, they don't think
murderers.
we are the bandits who slaughtered the oxen and these people.
Okay.
exactly what
Yeah,
the bandits
sure.
would
You
do.
can do that. Okay.
cover our bases.
Never hurts to be precautious.
About 3-4 hours pass on the first watching bar. Nothing much happens. It's quiet as the grave, as it were, as a matter of fact. Especially considering the 5 corpses around you. Or is it 4? It's 4. 4 corpses.
They're all called
around you.
Horace.
It's 7.
Fuck you.
Good grave.
Yeah, it's pretty
Horace the
quiet.
wizard, Horace the
Who are
rogue.
you going to wake up to take up next watch?
I would probably think Isaac.
Okay.
So
Good old
Isaac.
dad.
You take next watch as Ingvar gets some kip. About 4 hours pass. Roll me a perception check.
$18 plus a... Scroll. 18 plus a 4.
4? Okay. So that's 22. As you're sitting by the fire, listening to the crackle of the fire as the evening goes on, you hear something that sounds a little like as the pitter-patter of cat-like feet reaches your ear.
Can I tell which direction it's coming from?
It's coming from beyond the gate, back the way you came.
Right. Okay.
For some time, you don't hear anything else. It gets deeper into the morning, around 4 a.m. You can wake up someone else to take over your watch.
There. What I'm going to do before that, though, is because I have, according to Pack, 10 torches in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to light one of them from the fire that we've already got anyway,
Yep.
and toss it. I can only really sort of indicate with my character, but to about sort of here-ish.
You can indicate with the rulers.
I never know which one of them is visible to everyone else, so I'll just sort of
They're all
hover myself
visible
so
to everyone
to
else.
about there-ish.
So, well, you'll have to roll me a strength check to throw it. Depending on how far you want to
Nice.
throw it.
Okay. 11 plus a 3, so 14.
14. You managed to throw it about 30 to 35 feet, so to about there.
Yeah, that's fair. That does the same thing. In fact, I'm pretty sure that is where I was indicating anyway. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you throw it out. It lights up the area pretty well, but it's also casting a bunch of shadows as a torch.
Yeah.
What are you looking?
I'm not looking for anything. I was going to just go and wake up probably Horace next.
Okay. So you wake up Horace, and you
And
continue-
quietly, just once he's sort of got his eyes open and is clearly with the land of the living again, just
Yes.
leans in and just mouth to ear, just. So either there's a cat just moving through the area in the middle of the fucking mountains, or that cat archer from earlier is around somewhere. Through a torch where it was last seen might scare him off, but just in case.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out.
Night.
Night.
Okay. Horace, you spend the last 4 hours listening out, watching, seeing if you can see anything. Roll me a perception check.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask that. No. Okay, perception. That is a 2.
Ow. Okay. As morning comes to, as the sun rises over the
Horizon.
horizon, thank you. You all awake feeling relatively. Horace, you find that nothing much seemed to happen past when Ed or when Isaac informed you that there was something around. You didn't really see anything. Isaac, you find as you search through your belongings and make sure that everything is ready for leaving, that you are missing about 25 gold.
Oh, that's fine.
Someone has come by in the night and scarpered with a decent chunk of change.
Honestly, he's going to look at the remaining amount of money and just, man, that cat is an idiot.
Like, bearing in mind that, like, 150 gold is pretty heavy. Like, these are gold coins. You have 150 of them in a bag. They're pretty heavy, they're pretty loud. So he's taken 25. That's still quite a lot of money.
Oh no, a properly practical man would have done it in multiple trips.
I mean, if you've not seen him the first time, or not spotted him the first time, he might have taken more. But yeah.
No, I just mean, like, Ed aside, in character, Isaac is disappointed in the quality of this criminal, is my point.
Isaac is disappointed in the quality of the thievery. I see.
Indeed.
If I'm gonna get robbed, I want to get robbed by somebody who knows what they're doing.
Well, absolutely. I mean, there's a level of professionalism. Like, he is monologuing about this crap the entire rest of the way. I'm just saying there's a level of quality you need to bring to your work.
Are the lot of you moving on forward?
I guess so.
You have taken a long rest. Everything's refreshed. You should all be back to full health. It wasn't a particularly comfortable long rest. None of you had a tent or anything to sleep in. Or at least none of you chose to set one up. But it's rest of some sort. Right. Do you all continue on, or are you going to take any time to do something else while you're here?
Just like to. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Ingvar's gonna make sure the mule's okay.
Oh yeah.
The mule seems fine. I mean, looks a little hungry.
I could give him the loaf of bread I stole from the bar like forever ago.
Will
That's
the mule
probably not-
care?
It's food, isn't it?
Are you offering it the bread?
Sure, why not?
The mule sniffs the bread. Roll me animal handling. Okay.
Plus.
The mule handles itself well.
Plus 3. So that's
Okay.
80.
18.
Don't care, you know.
Okay. The mule accepts the bread. Eats it straight out of your palm. It seems to trust you.
Good horse.
And it seems very hungry. The bread is gone in an instant. By the looks of it, it hasn't been fed in a few days.
To be fair, we have been a little busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to check if Horace is glowing.
As the sun rays hit Horace, the sword, specifically, you do notice that the 3 runes that are on the blade are glowing a gentle orange color.
Seems to like the sun. Shall we continue on our way?
I suppose.
All right then.
Better than hanging here.
Begin jauntily walking.
Onwards you carry.
How jaunty are we going? Like Wizard of Oz or Singing in the Rain?
Singing in the
I was
rain
thinking
for
more
me.
Muppets the movie.
Okay.
The 5 of you carry on forward across the Daggerfall Pass roads until eventually you come to what seems to be some form of metallic and stone gantryway that juts up from the side of a very, very deep chasm. The gantryway is currently occupied by another group of people. In fact, the group that you saw leaving the town of South Cragstead just a few days ago.
Oh no.
As you approach, you notice a knight slumped over the railings on the left, a bard leaning against the railings on the right, a scribe and a cleric standing in the middle, or a priest of some sort, and 2 elderly men in the middle of the bridge, having what seems to be a very, very, very loud argument.
Oh, not again.
To the point where all of you can actually hear it. And this is what you hear. What could I do? It's hardly like I have any control over banditry in these towns. Well, Lord, how about you actually funded these places? Actually gave them a proper town guard, then maybe we wouldn't have to deal with this sort of thing. Well, how was I supposed to know that this sort of thing was happening out here? I don't get the missives. My secretary does. To which point the scribe woman, who is standing there, goes, actually, sir, and immediately Lork carries on as if she hasn't even said anything. At least the items are safe. At least there is that. Otherwise, we would be very much up the creek, as it were. At least there's that. And the first man goes, well, we have to wait for the airship now. We're delayed by a week because of your philandering. And now we have to wait for an airship that isn't due for another day and a half. Why must you do these things to me? The 2 old men sort of continue bickering, but a little quieter. You would probably have to get closer to listen to what they're saying. They've stopped shouting quite so much now.
In the spirit of before we kick off another large and lengthy scene,
We are going to end it in, like,
Yeah.
2 seconds, so yeah.
just thought I'd flag that before anyone runs
Yeah,
in and says,
no.
hello!
Oi!
Case in point.
Yes.
That's
That is where we are
the
going
night.
to...
Tenku.
Does anyone else see the knight on the left currently prepping to cut the rope?
There is no miniature
There's no
that
rope.
has, like, a leaning knight, so that is the best I can do at the moment.
That's metal chains anyway, not rope.
If those chains were in threat of being cut, we'd have a much bigger problem on our hands.
We don't know how long he's had to listen to this argument.
No, but we do know that rope is metal as fuck, dude.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we are going to end the session for this evening. I thank you all very much for joining us. I hope you all enjoyed the addition of a new character, some interesting story, and some decent combat, I would hope. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us. I hope you all had fun. I certainly did. We will be back on the on the 4th Wednesday of this month with the next session of Shadows of Sorcery. For now, though, thank you all very much for joining us. Thank you to my lovely players for participating, and we shall see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hot.